coming up tonight, so I have to make sure everything is ready. But this has been a great trip.
Sudah dipastikan itu belum ada pengobatan yang bisa mengobati DM1.
Pernah berpikir untuk mengakhiri hidup aku sendiri karena waktu itu aku merasa sendiri, sama sekali nggak ada yang bisa aku ajak bicara.
Pada saat yang bersamaan aku sama papa konsumsi sebuah suplemen dan papa waktu itu mulai drop beberapa kali masuk ke rumah sakit. Vitiligo ini sebenarnya bukan kulitnya yang perlu disembuhkan, tapi mentalnya yang perlu dikuatkan.
What's happening now?
President Prabowo Subianto and Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka that took their oaths of office at the Parliament building earlier today.
Exclusive interviews and all the latest in entertainment.
We don't talk only about the money, but we talk about the timing.
Spice up your afternoon with a variety of up-to-date information.
Buenos Aires, Argentina, where Liam Payne passed away on Thursday.
Don't miss it with 3-hour news show every day at 5 p.m.
I'm starting my journey old style on this beautiful traditional Palooka sailboat. There's no wind to sail this time, Abea. Hello.
Hi. When I found these guys, it's like Noah's Ark back here.
Since I was young, I had an intense desire to discover the world around me. This is my first time driving in South America. That hasn't changed, just the level of adventure. Now, every journey has a purpose. And each time I venture out to explore new destinations around the globe. Yeah. It's a biggie under there. I am following my travel quest.
Welcome back to the program. Yes, we have the Dutch League coming up right here for the first update where Calvin Verdonk has performed brilliantly even though NEC Nijmegen had to swallow a 1-2 defeat from Ajax Amsterdam. Meanwhile, league leaders PSV have been picked up a 5-2 win away to Utrecht to go 8 points clear at the top of the table. Now, Ajax move up to the second in the Eredivisie after coming from behind to claim a 2-1 win away to NEC on Sunday. Wout Weghorst struck in either half to give the visitors for the points for Ajax and extending their unbeaten run to 11 league games since defeat to NSF Breda in August. NEC Nijmegen had taken the lead through Sonja Hansen's goal in the 13th minute. However, Ajax managed to turn things around through Wout Weghorst's brace in the 15th and 48th minute. The defeat left NEC in the 10th place in the Eredivisie standings with 16 points, while Ajax had moved up to the second place with 32 points. Now, Ajax are now 7 points behind leaders PSV, albeit having played 1 game less than their title rivals. And Indonesian national team player Calvin Verdonk, who played full-time as a left back, recorded an impressive performance and was named the highest-rated player on his team. Meanwhile, the PSV Eindhoven remains on fire in the Eredivisie after the commanding victory over FC Utrecht. Peter Bos's squad solidified their lead at the top and reaffirmed their status as one of the most dominant teams in the Netherlands. And Eredivisie leaders PSV struck an early blow in the Dutch title race on Sunday, picking up a 5-2 win away to second place Utrecht to go 8 points clear at the top of the table. Ismail Saibari and Gus Til scored 2 goals apiece, while Johan Bakayoko was also on the target as PSV picked up their 13th win from the first 14 games of the season. Anthony Descote had brought the home side level with a 34th minute penalty, while the teammate Siebe Hormans' late header was quickly followed by Til's second goal of the game, the 6th in the Eredivisie this season. Utrecht can cut defending champion PSV's lead by 5 points when they play a game in Hanoi to Ajax on Wednesday. In regards to the Senate itself, as we just mentioned, we already mentioned 3 of the leader standings right now. PSV Eindhoven, they had win 13, 0 draws and only 1 loss with 39 points. Meanwhile, Ajax had 10 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss with a total points of 32 points. And FC Utrecht with 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 2 losses with the points of 31. All right, so now we're going to shift our focus to another league in the world, and that is Serie A of Italia, where Fiorentina midfielder Eduardo Bove is in a medically induced coma after collapsing on the field during a home match to Inter Milan on Sunday, with the game abandoned shortly afterward. The first cardiological and neurological tests that performed have ruled out acute damage to the central nervous system and the cardiorespiratory system. Bove's condition will be re-evaluated in the next 24 hours. The incident happened in the 16th minute of the match, with play stop following a VAR check. Bove apparently bent down to tie the laces on his boot before he suddenly dropped to the ground. Fiorentina players were distraught on the field and were comforted by the staff members as well as the Inter players. The Italian league match was immediately halted before being abandoned. The score at the time of Bove's collapse was 0-0, and of course it is the second incident this year of a playing had collapsed during a Serie A match. It happened to Roma defender Evan Indica during his team's match at Udinese in April. And we will give you the latest development of what is happening in the Serie A and in Fiorentina. But right now, we'll shift our attention to Indonesia, where the Indonesian women's national team is making waves in the 2024 AFF Women's Cup, breaking records, shattered the glass ceiling, and reaching new heights. For the first time ever, Garuda Pertiwi had stormed into the finals, going beyond their semifinal achievement. Satoru Mochizuki's squad secured their spot to the championship match with a dominant 3-0 win over Singapore on Monday at the New Lao National Stadium in Vientiane. Goals from Claudia Schumann, Reva Octaviani, and Octavianti Dwi set up a final clash with Cambodia. The victory also guaranteed Indonesia's place in the 2025 ASEAN Women's Championship, where they'll face top teams like the Philippines, Thailand, Myanmar, and Vietnam. Garuda Pertiwi has been solid defensively, keeping 3 consecutive clean sheets with a 0-0 draw against Cambodia, a 1-0 win over Malaysia, and the 3-0 triumph over Singapore. Although they advanced as Group B runner-up, finishing behind Cambodia on goal differences, the Indonesia has shown they're a strong contender for the title. And this is definitely where we as Indonesian have to support for our Indonesian women's team, our Garuda Pertiwi. And let's shift our focus down from football to some basketball, definitely for the NBA Internet Cup, where James Harden scored 39 points, making all 13 of his free throws. That's why free throws is very important. And the Los Angeles Lakers overcame Nikola Jokic, triple-double to beat the Denver Nuggets 126-122 on Sunday night. Yes, as we're seeing right now, Jokic had finished 28 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists for his 8th triple-double of the season. But then James Harden nearly missed a triple-double of his own, finishing with 9 rebounds and 11 assists, where Norman Powell added 28 points for the Clippers in return after missing 6 games because of an injury. Harden made 3-pointers in the first half, giving him 3,000 in his career, and the Clippers made 3 consecutive 3-pointers early in the fourth to lead by 7. Now, Jokic hit a 3-pointer and fed Aaron Gordon for a dunk to draw the Nuggets within 1. And after the Clippers went up by 7, Harden turned the ball over under pressure by Gordon in his return from injury. Now, the Nuggets missed their first shot, got the offensive rebound, and Christian Braun scored, leaving them trailing 123-121 with only 19 seconds remaining. And the Nuggets opened the third with a 21-11 run to put the Clippers down 10. But Los Angeles Clippers rallied behind 6 3-pointers, 3 each by Harden and Powell, to lead 92-90 going into the fourth.
5 to play here, 5 to shoot for Harden. Man in the
none of one of those, accomplishments that we never take for granted. Just the amount of work that I put in. Countless days and nights where I put the work in, and a lot of people don't see it, but the results happen. So just thankful.
His basketball IQ, it's difficult to see from afar. You just see the numbers, piling up. But on the floor, knowing when to attack, knowing when to get his shot off, when to get the guys open, the passes he makes. Being on the team, you like it. You're not frustrated. But just his IQ of the game, is amazing to see. It makes it easy for me. I'm just trying to find a way to get open so I can get a catch and shoot 3 off. But he knows how to get guys open and to get the most out of the team.
And definitely we've seen that James Harden is one of the veterans right there in the NBA. Now coming up next is Nuggets will host Golden State and Los Angeles Clippers will host the Portland for the NBA Inter-Tournament Cup games. Now to another game where Donovan Mitchell had scored 20 of his 35 points in the fourth quarter as the Cleveland Cavaliers ended Boston's 7-game winning streak with a 115-111 victory over the Celtics on Sunday night. Now, it was the second intense matchup between the Eastern Conference top teams in this season. Mitchell made all 6 field goal attempts, including 4 3-pointers, in the fourth as the Cavs overcame a 12-point deficit. Now, the All-Star guard scored 30 points in the second half after going just 2 of 8 from the floor in the first. Darius Garland added 22 points for Cleveland, which got some revenge on Boston after defending NBA champions handed the Cavs their first loss on November 19th, following a 15-0 start. Now, Jason Tatum scored 33 points, as always, is always the big guy. And Peyton Pritchard, 24 for the Celtics, who led 93-81 in the fourth before Mitchell took over. Kristaps Porzingis added 21 points for Boston, and the Celtics played without 2 stars, Jaylen Brown and Derek White, with Boston trailing 113-110 within 5 seconds left on the time or in the clock. Pritchard made his first free throw before intentionally missing his second while hoping for a long rebound. Now, however, he got called for stepping into the lane too early and giving the ball back to Cleveland. Mitchell then put it away with only 2 free throws. Now, I will have some standings right here in regards to the NBA Emirates Cup or the Inter-Tournament Cup. As for East Group A right now, standing is still the lead for Orlando Magic. East Group B is Milwaukee Bucks. They just won, 3 straight games. And now we have East Group C, Atlanta Hawks. Now, from the Western Conference, we have Group A, Houston Rockets. Group B with San Antonio Spurs. And, of course, right now for the leader standing from Group C, and that is the Golden State Warriors. We'll keep you updated in regards to what's happening in NBA, and especially in the Inter-Tournament Cup, as they will advance to Game 4. Now, to another sports update, Honda Racing Indonesia clinched 5 titles at the final round of the 2024 Indonesia Sentul Series of Motorsport last weekend. In the ITCR 1200 class, Afila Bahar, who won the National Masters title, gave teammate Andri Abireski the chance to lead and secure the Rising Star Championship. They also earned the National Team Championship title through their performance. Meanwhile, Alvin Bahar faced technical issues in the ITCR 3600 max class, but he held on to the finish in the second place, securing both individual and also team master titles.
Konsisten dari hari Jumat, hari practice, dan hari Sabtu di official qualifying hingga Super Bowl kita terus bertahan di posisi 1 dan 2, dan juga Honda Bio mencetak waktu lap time yang sangat fantastis, di mana di tahun-tahun sebelumnya di kelas 1200 itu belum pernah ada yang mencapai waktunya 1 menit 57, dan untuk di seri ini Honda Bio kembali mencetak waktu 1 menit 57, di mana itu adalah waktu yang sangat kencang dibandingkan tahun-tahun sebelumnya, dan tim sangat bersyukur dan bangga juga dengan result kali ini.
And Michael van Hout, who took full advantage of an early Azerbaijan mistake on the final lap, won the men's elite race at round 2 of the Cyclocross World Cup in Dublin on Sunday. The men's elite race at round 2 of the Cyclocross World Cup podium was Belgian's Michael van Houten. 5th career World Cup win and the first since 2022-2023, where the Powell-Southern rider finished in a time of 57 minutes and 26 seconds, while compatriot Toon Aerts of the Shashtet Henfis was the second back, with the Spain's Felipe Orts awarded 3rd with the same time. Lucinda Brand was another to benefit from the error, winning the women's elite race in a time of 47 minutes and 24 seconds. And the Dutch Baloise Trek Lion biker overhauled world champion Fem van Empel of Visma-Lease, a bike in the mid part of the race, thanks to the mistake in the sand. Van Empel finished 24 points down with Zoe Baksted of Canyon Schram, equaling her best ever UCI World Cup result to finish 3rd. And we're taking a very, fun route right now for the sports now. Of course, back to taking the office takes a twist as Japanese chair racers dash through a Tokyo business district in the ICU-1 Grand Prix, testing speed and endurance on wheeled office chairs.
Back to office includes back to the track for these Japanese chair racers. The Isuichi Grand Prix, an endurance race using office chairs on small wheels, flagged off in a Tokyo business district on Saturday. 18 teams from all over the country, from veterans to beginners, take part in the competition, a 2-hour race in their beloved office chairs. Participants form teams of 3 and race to see how many laps they can complete in 2 hours on a course of approximately 170